What's good, family? So mash the like button and subscribe. So again, this right here is for the third day in a row. Your boy the YB has been woken up to the sound of a text message coming through on my encrypted WhatsApp chat. You best believe at the moment we're basically upgrading our infrastructure, moving on to EncroChat because we need the real. Yeah, if you man don't know about EncroChat, obviously it's above your pay grade, but trust me, when you're on your boy the YB's got to be on his Assange ting right now. He's on his Snowden ting right now. Call me Y Snowden. Yeah, you're Snowden. You're Snowden, no doubt. Anyway, like I said, just downloading EncroChat and twos, a message come through and tell me YB. I hate for this to be the third morning. You're getting up early, but listen, end of the day, just found out that Mark Tibbs has been told he can no longer work with Daniel Dubois. I said, what do you mean Mark Tibbs can no longer work with Daniel Dubois? It was only yesterday you told me he couldn't go to the Jake Wood and Spencer Oliver podcast. So wait a minute, he can't go to the podcast, his interviews have disappeared, and now he can't train Daniel Dubois. Huh. What can he do? Innit, really? Gets to the point, what can he do? Can't even make a living for himself, because the invisible hand has reached out and touched him. And I'm hearing from people close to the situation that, don't get me wrong, publicly, oh yeah, Dan wants to move on. Dan hasn't even, how rare is it, yeah, that a fighter doesn't even complete one full camp? I've genuinely never heard of it. I've never heard of a man moving trainers, especially someone as certified as Mark Tibbs. This isn't a, I was trying out my friend. We've seen them ones before where someone tries to do something cheaply and gets a cheapo in and then thinks, you know what, this ain't really working, let me go and get the real deal. Mark Tibbs is the real deal. Whenever there's a fighter move training teams, which by the way was a big move in itself. This wasn't a rushed thing for Triple D. This wasn't a quick thing. He left his loyal team for Mark Tibbs. And in less than 4 weeks away from fighting, another red flag, 4 weeks away from fighting, he's suddenly, miraculously, in the same week that a whole load of other goofy things have been happening, you can't go to the podcast. You can't have the interviews on there no more. All of a sudden, Daniel Dubois has moved on. And like I said, the narrative is, the narrative don't make no sense. I'm sorry. I chose a different trainer. Yeah, I bet. 4 weeks before? That there is unprecedented. I've never ever heard of something like this. And I'm hearing, like I said, people actually close to the situation telling me, YB, the truth is, yes, you may hear that he wants to move on to somewhere else, even though it makes no sense. But the truth is, he's been told to lay low. Yeah? We've got rid of your interviews. Your interviews have gone. We've done the hard work. There ain't no evidence of the truth of Billy Ho jacking. However, we can't afford for you to be out there putting the real truth out there. Because Mark, to be fair to Mark's already told them, I'm not going to take a dive for you. I'm not going to be a Ben Davidson. Ben the Shill Davidson. I'm not going to be a Shilligan Cassius, where I can just come out there and just talk SHIT in and lie in an interview. I'm not going to do that. So listen, MTK said that's fine. If you don't want to lie for us, that's fine. But what you do have to do is go and sit down somewhere for a hot minute. Go and sit down and not be seen. Hence why the podcast with Spencer Oliver and what's his name? Jake Wood. That's why he couldn't go to that. And now he's being told, listen, if you're training Daniel Dubois, that means, guess what happens then? Fight week. Fight week means interviews. Interviews means not happening. Interviews means the truth's coming out. And you'll notice that a lot of people in IFL haven't been interviewing this week. Johnny Nelson. You know all the typical names. There's loads of typical names that would normally be out there gassing the place up. Not been seen. Despite, remember, let's not forget, when AJ lost here, genuinely. When AJ lost, no joke, IFL was pumping out, I think probably 10, 15 unique interviews every day about the topic. And rightly so, it's a big event. Billy Host loses. It takes like 48 hours for any interviews to come out, and then it's been barely one a day. And they've all, do you know what it is? Because they're only putting out the ones that are... Sorry, they're only speaking to people. I've seen the email. Coogan sent an email out to all of his usual customers and said, listen, who thinks Billy Ho quit? And anyone who said yes haven't been getting called. If that makes sense. They censored all of the people who were going to smoke him up and only interview people who were basically ready to hop on El Trapahan and hop on MTK's carousel and just ride it hard, real deep and wide. Yeah? And that's why you notice there's no shock that there's no... Normally, yeah, there's at least a little bit of variation in opinion, innit? Normally, yeah, some people think AJ quit, some people think he didn't. That's how it normally goes. Daniel Dubois, same thing. Billy Ho, oh, everyone thinks he was a warrior. Everyone thinks he didn't quit. Everyone, even the great Peter Fury, who everyone sucks off. I told you he was a fake, but whatever. Everyone sucks the big great Peter Fury off for being a truth teller. He's a shill. Yeah? Peter Shillery. That's his name. From now on, I don't hear Fury. Peter Shillery. No doubt. Peter. How's it going, Mr. Shillery? You right, yeah? Good. That's good for you. Anyway, where was we? Oh yeah, that's where he was. Things not making no sense. Not IFL TV interviews, not one of them is called a spade, and said he jacked. Oh, YB, you're conspiratorial. Oh, YB, this isn't the JFK. Well, it is the JFK. Yeah? If you actually open your eyes and start looking what's going on, it is JFK 2.0. They're trying to change, MTK Ultra is trying to change the very reality we all saw woven. Your man got hit once and hopped out. That there is unparalleled. I've never seen a fighter, genuinely. I've never seen a fighter get hit once and hop out. Very rare. Very rare. And then these man want to bang on about, yeah, you know, Billy Ho is making him look silly, and Billy Ho's, if anyone's going to get a rematch, it'll be Billy Ho because it was so close and he was about to start coming on, and if you watch carefully at this particular round, he was schooling him, and... You what? It's one thing, yeah? If Billy Ho had come out and said, you know what, guys, got to be honest, I learnt a good lesson today. I learnt that I'm not a bad man. I learnt that there's levels to this game. They wouldn't be, you know, no one would really care. But it's the fact that they're still trying to keep this narrative of he's a warrior. Oh, no, I don't have it. Oh, he makes people quit inspiring. He's a true warrior. He's more warrior than any warrior. No, it's not going to work, I'm afraid. And you can manipulate, you can retire Mark Tibbs prematurely. You can tell him to go and sit down somewhere for a minute. You can tell him to get rid of all of his fighters and be silent. But we know the truth. We know the truth. And I understand now, for a while, I couldn't quite, it didn't, Mark Tibbs put an interview out. And people said, see, Mark Tibbs hasn't gone missing. What you man didn't realise is, the reason Mark Tibbs put the interview out is that he's steaming. And listen to the interview, he's real mad about having to lose one of his clients over this whole thing. He's steaming. And he thought, you know what, if I can't train Daniel Dubois, if I can't do IFL TV interviews, you know what I'll do? I'll put this one out here. And that's that. Put that straight out. But the bigger picture is, he can't train Daniel Dubois no more. He's been told. And if you think, you think it's a coincidence? 4 weeks before Daniel Dubois was supposed to fight. Immediately after, in the week of all this drama. No, I'm sorry. I don't believe in coincidences. Not ones that are like that anyway. When there's so much fishy-lishy stuff going on, all of a sudden, Mark Tibbs' exposure to the public is getting cut left, right and centre. Yeah, literally cut left, right and centre. Another thing, where's the, like, IFL TV, for example? Normally, when a fighter fights, the trainer will come out on a Sunday or a Monday, wouldn't they? Where's that interview? Fair enough, yeah. Yes, we saw the 2-minute interview of Mark Tibbs post-fight. Which should have really... Well, no, tell her. That one got deleted, didn't it? That one got deleted. What am I talking about? It came out on the post-fight. It got deleted. But more, I'm talking deeper than that. Normally, yes, we see a 2-minute post-fight interview, but normally on the Sunday or the Monday, the trainer does a full 20, 30-minute interview. Where's that one? Not there. Okay, well, never mind that. What about the Jake Wood podcast he was set up for weeks? Oh, you can't come to that. And now he loses Daniel Dubois. I'm sorry, man. That's the truth. The truth is, Mark Tibbs has been told, you need to lower your exposure to the public. You need to go and sit down somewhere. And that's what he's doing. Essentially, he's had to bend the knee. But fair play to him, because he hasn't taken it for nothing. He's trying to fight it right now. But I think it's a shame that he's now losing. I guess to be fair, I'm hearing he's been recompensed because people are thinking, well, YB, there's no way he's gonna lose Daniel Dubois and not get nothing for it. Yeah, you best believe he's got a nice little packet still. Yeah, Mark's nice now. That's the thing. You have to give praise to El Trapahan. The whole Trapahan cartel. They pay. They pay well. Yeah, Mark's paid. You best believe Mark has been paid. No doubt. He's feeling nice. And I can guarantee you, man. Yes, and that's another thing. I completely forgot this one. They deleted his Instagram. Instagram got. Yeah? Mark's Instagram was gone. Oh, don't tell me. Oh, no, it's a coincidence. And oh, yeah, alright. Little Mark Tibbs, by the way. This isn't some big famous Kim Kardashian where little Mark Tibbs has all this going on in 1 week of his life. Oh, and it's the week that it's the week that the fight happened. Come on, get serious now. I don't believe in fair enough one thing, but every single thing that points in the same direction. And I put to you, man, who disagree. Show me. You give me an action or an event that says the opposite. Go on. Show me a piece of evidence which promotes it the other way. Show me what's helping Mark get his voice out there. There ain't nothing. Mark, I've never seen Mark put a video message out himself. For the first time, Mark wasn't doing the message on IFL TV, was he? The big platform, no. On his Twitter, yeah? Isn't that amazing? How many times have you seen... That's the thing as well. Perfect example. IFL TV, they rip videos from everyone's social media, don't they? They rip videos from Twitter, they rip videos from Instagram, everywhere. They rip videos and post it on their own to make money off it. Fair play. I've started doing it too. But the point is, why is it a coincidence? All of a sudden, Mr. Coogan, Mr. Views, conveniently has not reposted Mark Tibbs' interview. Wow. Don't tell me. Another coincidence, that is. Mr. Coogan, who loves the money, who posts everything for free, because that really is free money. When you find a video on Instagram and post it on YouTube, it's just free money. You get something literally for nothing. And we know Coogan does this religiously. All of a sudden, the Mark Tibbs one comes out, which by the way is very current, very topical. Billy Ho Saunders videos are getting the most right now. But conveniently, Coogan brushing over it. And not just Coogan, Michelle Joy Phelps, nothing to say on it. Oh, and that's interesting. Oh, and by the way, like I said, Mark Tibbs' Instagram gets got. I'm hearing that from people close to Mark Tibbs, the reason he put the Twitter video out was because he wasn't sure how long he was going to actually have it. He was expecting him to put it out and not many people get to see it because his Twitter was going to get got as well. Luckily, thankfully, a few men got to see it and download it. But you best believe they made a slight error not getting rid of the Twitter as well. And that's what pushed him. When the Instagram went, he thought, you know what, I've got to say something. Because what we do know is, I've got no IFL TV. IFL TV won't do my interviews no more. And if I do get one, they'll delete it anyway. Podcast, I can't speak on the podcast. Can't go there. I can't speak next week with Daniel Dubois. And now, my Instagram gone. I got a last chance, boom, Twitter. That's what happened, no doubt. Yeah? And now all these greedy YouTube channels, all of a sudden, they ain't greedy no more, are they? They ain't trying to post no free videos no more. It's amazing. Mark Tibbs, stay strong, brother. Yeah? Brother YB's got your back, no doubt. And if you need some help, get at me on the Encro chat. That's what you need to do. Get the Encro chat and get at me. I'm sure we can sort you out with some protection and whatnot. I've got a few dons in London still.